Hey friends, it's Hope, and today I'm here to do a non-spoiler book review over 1+1 by Jojo Moyes. Now this novel follows 4 different perspectives. We have Jess, who is our single mom, and her kids are Tansy and Nikki. Tansy is her 8-year-old daughter, and she is this mathematician, and she is hilarious. I loved her character, and she will probably actually win my favorite female character in my best in books for January because she was that wonderful. And then we have her son Nikki, who he is in high school, and he has had a lot of trouble recently with kids in his neighborhood bullying him because he is quote-unquote different from everyone else. We also follow Ed. He is the 4th perspective that we get to see in this novel, and Ed is a self-starter. He owns his own software business with his best friend Ronan, and things are going really well for him until one day a girl that he had this massive crush on in college walked back into his life and just completely turned things around for him in the worst way possible, because what the reader knows but what Ed does not know is that Jess works multiple jobs to put food on the table for her family. Because she is a single mother, it's been really hard for her to even put food on the table for her kids. So she's working at a bar where Ed actually ends up meeting her, and she's also a house cleaner, and wouldn't you know, she cleans Ed's house. So naturally, these 2 characters are destined to meet, and when they do, it is not smooth sailing. Not only are they strangers, but they are kind of like borderline enemy status, just because Ed, at the beginning of the book, he is more of like this arrogant, I have a lot of money, I have my own company, I can do what I want because I am wealthy type attitude, whereas Jess has always had to work really hard for what she has. So Ed and Jess at first don't see eye to eye for multiple different reasons, but throughout the story they realize that they both equally need each other to help them through the difficult times that they are both in. Now while this book did contain some like more serious and sad type of situations, it was actually really funny, and I think it was because of Tansy. Like I said earlier, Jess's daughter was just absolutely hilarious. What I loved about her character was, even though she was young, she was really smart and she was really bright, and she loved to do research and just find out how things worked and why they worked. But with her age, it came some of naiveness, and which made for some really funny dialogue when more grown-up topics came about. What I appreciate about how Jojo Moyes wrote this story is it was very character driven, and her characters were fantastic. You cannot help but fall in love with each character of Jojo Moyes' novels. I read her book Me Before You a couple months ago, and it was the same way. The book is very character driven, and she writes characters just in the most beautiful way. Another thing that I really appreciated about this novel was there was no insta-love. It was a very gradual progression of being strangers to not being too sure of the other person because, like I said, they were 2 very different people, to starting to build that friendship in a natural and slow way. I ended up rating this book a 5 out of 5 stars on Goodreads, and I will go ahead and link my Goodreads page down below if you guys want to check that out. But I thoroughly enjoyed this book. The characters were great. The story was relatable. It was easy to follow along with. After getting past those first couple chapters, I just did not want to put the book down. It was just so good. And there were a couple twists throughout the novel which made you want to just keep on reading to find out what in the world was going to happen, because obviously with kids and 2 people with very different situations, you're going to have hiccups and things are going to come up. And so I really enjoyed the writing style of this book, and I definitely suggest that you guys pick up this novel because it was 2 thumbs up great. Alright guys, well hopefully I did a well enough job convincing you that if you haven't read anything by Jojo Moyes, then you definitely should go pick up one of her books. Like I said before, I've only read Me Before You and 1+1, and 1+1 was actually my favorite out of the two of those. But I have heard some amazing things about the rest of her books, so naturally I will probably pick up more, but I'm encouraging you guys to go to your bookstore or to your library and get 1+1 by Jojo Moyes because it was a beautiful story and I don't think you guys will be disappointed in the read. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this non-spoiler book review of 1+1 by Jojo Moyes. I'm sure I will see you guys soon, but until next time, you have a great day. Bye.